everybody, and welcome to another ASMR video here on the channel. Now today, we've got something a little bit different. We've got some Pokemon content. Pokemon is something I am massively into, but for whatever reason, I've never really done anything on the channel. I think I did one mini mystery box opening, but maybe 2 years ago. So I have no idea how well this video is going to run, but to me it doesn't really matter. It's fun to make. I wanted to do it, and you'll have to let me know if Pokemon content is something you want to see a little bit more on the channel. But essentially I figured, rather than doing lots of different Pokemon episodes, let's throw it all in together, and it's just started raining outside. Perfect. So essentially this video is going to be split into 3 parts, and I will timestamp them down below. I'm going to finish my intro and then going to wait for the rain. The first section is going to be giving you a tour of my Pokemon Go collection. Part number 2 is going to be giving you a tour of my Pokemon card collection, and then we're going to finish the video with a little pack opening. So the timestamps will be below. I know some people won't be interested in Pokemon Go. A lot of you want to skip straight to the packs. That's fine. Timestamps down below. Just be sure to leave a like no matter what part of the video you watch. But I really hope you do enjoy this video. Let's get into part number 1. So if all has gone well, you should see my Pokemon Go on the screen to either my left or my right. Now this is the area I am currently in. I do live in a village, so there's a few Pokestops about. Thankfully the add Pokestop feature has been great, because when the game first started, there was only 2 I think in the whole village, and then 2 gyms or something. But there's plenty now. Now a little bit about my Pokemon Go story or whatever. I played this ever since it first released, since the day of release, but I sort of played it religiously for a year or 2, stopped for a bit, went back to it, stopped for it, went back to it. It's something I just repeatedly stop playing, and then there'll be a cool event I see and I'll be like, I think it's time to pick it back up. So that's basically what happens. I am level 40, which, I don't know, is that sweaty? It goes up to level 50 now, so potentially not as sweaty as other people. We'll just check these for shinies. I think I have caught all of the available ones in shiny before, so nothing there. An Eevee, nope, nothing there. Okay, so I think how I'm going to do this is start by showing you my Pokedex. Now as you can see, we have completed the whole of Kanto. For those of you that don't know, I'm based in the UK, so there will be plenty of regional exclusives that I don't yet have. But then we've also completed the Johto decks. I think I got a few of the regional ones, like Heracross for example. I got them before there was that event because I went on holiday to Mexico, so I was able to get Heracross, Survivor, and the other one, which its name escapes me. Now with Owen, I think I am missing a few. What those are, let's have a little look. Or maybe I'm not. Oh no, there we go, 352. What on earth is 352? This is of course Relicanth. Let me know down below what that is. I can't quite remember. So I'm missing 2 from Owen, which is kind of annoying. And I don't know when I'm going to have the opportunity to get them. And for Sinnoh, I am missing this pesky Pachirisu, which again is a regional Pokemon, so not ideal. And Chatot, so they're really Carnivine, again, another regional. They're the ones I'm missing. I haven't got a Rotom, any of them, sadly. And what's this? I've only just noticed I'm only missing Uxie, which is so for literally since I was about 6 years old, but I just haven't played the games in a fair amount of time, despite being, playing Pokemon Go and collecting the cards still. Moving into Unova, again, got quite a few. I do just need to evolve this Pamball. There was an event recently which meant we could get all 3, which was great. Unfortunately, I can't get Throw, because, you guessed it, regional. And yeah, there's quite a few on here actually that I do need. But, this is Cryogonal, yeah. And what's this, Buffalant? Yeah, so quite a few on there. Again, I've got Thunderous and Tornadus. I'm sure I've got... What ones am I missing? Are the Therian forms like different? I'm not sure which ones I'm missing, but yet again, I'm missing a few. And then the most recent. Oh no, not the most recent one. What am I on about? We got Kalos. Oh, I need quite a lot of these. Oh dear, not a great showing, is it? So basically, what you can kind of gauge from this is that I absolutely sweated it out the first 3 gens, and then my interest and how much I played it sort of started to falter. And then we got some Galar and a little Meltan. Nice, back when I played Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Annoying I don't have that Mr. Rhyme. So, what should we do now? Let's take a look at my strongest Pokemon, and then what we'll do last is take a look at all of my shiny Pokemon. So this is my Pokemon ordered from, in terms of CB. As you can tell, it's quite boring. Like my top 6 are all Mewtwo's, all pretty good, but he is just one of the strongest Pokemon and one of my personal favourites. So they're all pretty good Mewtwo's as well. Obviously these 2 are shiny. This one's not great, but it was the first ever one I got, so just got a bit of a soft spot for him. And then we got some more strong ones as well. So sometimes if I'm doing a raid and I sort of just forget what's weak against and what's effective against, I'll just chuck 6 Mewtwo's in for the lols. And then we got a Tyranitar CB3600. I think this guy's IVs are pretty decent. Yep, 90. Oh yeah, I've written there 96, of course I have. One thing I haven't worked out is some people can do the actual individual numbers in circles next to the name. If any of you know how to do that, do let me know down below. We've got a Dialga, a shiny Rayquaza. Very nice. I used in my peak of sweatiness, rather than selling my old phone straight away, I just made a second Pokemon Go account, so hence why I was able to trade and get lucky shinies. So we got Palkia, Dragonite. I think Mewtwo is really the only one where I've made 6 super strong ones. The rest I tend to just sort of have 1 or 2 strong ones. Got a perfect Heatran. Look at that. I was buzzing with that. I think I got it on holiday during it was the end of lockdown 1. So I guess I was rewarded for my patience or whatever. Shiny Lugia. Lugia is my favourite legendary. I'm one of my top 3 Pokemon, period. Got the shiny Dialga. I will go through my shinies properly in a little bit. So yeah, I don't want to scroll down too far because you'll just see all the shinies and I want to show them all separately. Let's show my perfect Pokemon, because I have a few. But I mean, this just shows how kind of difficult it is to get perfect Pokemon. I play the game quite a lot and I only have 11. So we've got a Heatran, perfect. We've got an Alakazam, an Exeggutor, Crobat, Stoutland. So not too many of these are super useful, but it's still just cool to get a 100% Pokemon. verifying this, but at the time, I don't think I had many 4-star Pokemon, but I wish I kept it as like a 96 Shadow Meowth, but whatever. We got a Lander and a Dustois, and that's it for my perfect Pokemon. So next, I thought this tour would take, I keep saying tour like I'm showing you around, but I thought this would take longer than it is, but oh well. I'll show you my lucky. So lucky wise, we've gone through all the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, of course. Fun fact, Charmeleon is really what got me into Pokemon, because it was the first ever Pokemon card that I got. I was in year 1 in primary school, so about 6 years old, and one of the cool kids, who was 5 years older than me, gave me a card for free. It was a dark Charmeleon. If I remember to, I'll put it on screen now. And because it's the card that started my love for Pokemon and Pokemon cards, I'm gonna one day buy it in a PSA 10 and put it on display in a frame or something. But that's why I've got a bit of a big affinity for the Charmander to Charizard evolution line. Ivysaur is he's lucky, and he's who I use for Great League PvPs whenever I can be bothered to do them. I've also got my jams. I've got a lucky Magnezone, I believe, an Electrode. I think that was just a random trade. We've had a few EVs, which unfortunately evolved into a Flareon, Magikarp, Mewtwo, of course, and we got Heracross, because I got 5 or 6 when I was in Mexico, and I just remember bringing them back. And then we got a Ho-Oh as well. And what do we got here? We got an Illumise. Wow, amazing. And a Rayquaza, of course. And then a Magnezone and a Giratina. And finally, a Blitzel. Not sure why I've got that. Oh, I've never got a shiny Woobat before. Wouldn't that have just been absolutely incredible? So, let's now show you my shiny collection. 263, it says here. Let's do it. So we have Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur, Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard, Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise, Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot, of course, Rattata, and Raticate, Spearow, Ekans. Why have I got Spearow? Oh, have I seen it? Oh yeah, I knew I didn't have a Spearow, I was gonna say. So who am I missing in here? A Caterpie. I've never got a Caterpie. That's sad. So maybe we need to scroll instead of swipe across. So we've got Ekans and Arbok, Pikachu. Is it just me, or sometimes when you click on a wild Pikachu, does it always look shiny, it always looks dark? It might just be my phone settings. We got a very ugly shiny Sandshrew, in my opinion. I really like how the Nidoran genders swap colours for their shiny variants, that Nidoking looks sick. Spotted a Ninetales, but never got that shiny Vulpix, unfortunately. We got a couple of Jigglypuff, I believe, and obviously Wigglytuff, Venonat, and Venomoth. Obviously we got that shiny Shadow, or Galarian form. Wow. The Persian. I love this icy blue Psyduck for some reason just looks awesome, and then it evolves into a sort of lackluster shiny Golduck, which isn't ideal. And because this makes a lot of sense, Poliwag light blue, Poliwhirl light blue, so of course it evolves into a green Poliwrath. And this sort of goes the other way. Abra, not a great shiny, Kadabra okay, and then Alakazam with the pink is just awesome, I think. It looks really cool. We've got Machamp, Machoke, and Machop. I think the Machamp shiny line's just not great, in my opinion. I think Machop is probably the best one. You have to let me know down below, guys, what your favourite shiny Pokemon is. Charizard, but that's so basic to say, isn't it? We have the Golden Geodude. Grappler and Gollum. Story about Geodude. I was out riding my bike and just sort of like tapping away as I went on like a quiet country like path. And it popped up and it was gold, and I kid you not, I nearly went over the front of my bike. I could have died. Well, that's an exaggeration, but it was exciting. Okay. I love this Magnemite shiny. Magnadon. So cool. Still yet to get a Grimer. So annoying. Shelter. Cloyster. So as you can see, there are quite a lot in the Kanto region that I'm yet to get a shiny. Blue Voltorb is clean as well. I really like Blue Voltorb. Terrible. Not great. He just, like, Shiny Kinkler just looks unwell, doesn't he? How have I got that, but not Execute? Oh, because I got the Alolan form. Of course I did. Got a Rhydon. I really like Shiny Rhydon, actually. Chansey, Tangela, Horsey and Seadra. We've seen a Seaking, but I've never called a Goldeen. Mr. Mime, so you're not gonna believe me, but please, why would I lie about a shiny Mr. Mime that's a bunch of pixels on a screen? So I'd finished work. I worked for Pizza Express at this point, and I left, and I clicked on two Mr. Mimes, and they were both shiny. And then the next day I clicked on two Mr. Mimes. The first one wasn't shiny, but then the next one was. And I said to my brother, is there an event on that has boosted these odds? And he was like, no. So I literally just got 3 full odds Mr. Mime shinies within the space of 2 days. It was like ridiculous. But it's kind of annoying because you can't really do anything with a Mr. Mime. We got a Scyther, we got a Electabuzz, Magmar, Golden Magikarp into a beautiful red Gyarados, of course. And we got Ditto, Eevee, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon. And then Omanyte, Omastar, and the hideous, absolutely hideous Kabuto and Kabutops. I got this Kabuto while I was absolutely smashed at the end of my mum's 50th party. This was like 2 weeks before COVID lockdown 1. And I literally like sprinted across the like dance floor, which was like empty at that point, and like shoved my phone in my brother's face because I knew he didn't have that. He didn't have that one. It's friendly competition, isn't it? Never got a Snorlax, sad, and I've never had a Dratini. Now you'll see. I got Zapdos and Moltres. Recently there was the legendary birds, like back in raids. Let's just say I bought a fair few remote raid passes and still didn't get the shiny Articuno, and now I don't know when it's going to come back. Now I'm just stuck with 2 out of 3, which is just so annoying. And then, of course, the Mewtwo. So 88 Kanto. Shiny Pokemon, not too bad. Then for him, I had stopped playing when the Johto shinies were released. So I've got Chikorita, Bayleaf and Meganium, but obviously missing Cyndaquil, and I don't have enough candy to evolve my Croconaw just yet. I've got plenty of Sentra over the years, like I'm an old man. We got Nardu and Xatu. I caught the Nardu at a zoo. I can't remember what zoo it is, but again I think it was while we were on holiday. We've got Marill, Azumarill. I love both of these. Marill not so much, but that golden Azumarill was just so nice, I think. Sudowoodo, A-Bomb, Sunkern, I think is possibly the worst shiny. There's another question for you all. What's the worst shiny? What's your least favourite? We've got Ugly Espeon and a beautiful, simple but effective blue instead of yellow Umbreon. I just love it. We got Bind Go, which I actually is my most recent shiny. I literally got this 2 days ago, which I was buzzing about. Oh, that is so nice. I'm actually sad I don't have that. That is so nice. Heracross is in my top 10 Pokemon. And we got Snubbull, looking like a clown. And Gramble, Skizzer, Scissor, Sneasel, Swinub, Nebellaswine, Houndour and Houndoom, Kingdra, Blissey, and we got Entei. Another story time view. Me and my brother actually went into town to do Entei Raid Day. This would have been 3-4 years ago. And we must have done about 20 raids. I got one shiny on my first one, then didn't get any more. My brother didn't get a single one. I think literally when Pokemon Go first came out, me and my brother were going out every day and playing it. And then we got my favourite Lugia, Ho-Oh, and Celebi. But I think everyone gets shiny Celebi, right? Now we know when, super annoyingly, still never got a Trico, because I think the Torchic Community Day was again when I started playing it again, but didn't start it in time to play for the Trico, so still waiting to get shiny Skeptile. We got Zigzagoon, Linoon, Wormball. We got all of these evolutions. Seedot, Leaf Shiftry, Wingull, Bellabur, Ronts, Curlio, Gardevoir. I really like the blue evolution line here, I have to say. Really, really nice. Pink Sloth, Vigoroth, and Slacking. Makuhita, and Hariyama. I kinda like doing this because it's sort of like Pokemon trigger words. Maybe I'll put that in the title. Nosebar, Skitty, Delcatty, Aron. I was actually coming back from church when I got this for the first time, so there you go. Beautiful teal Aggron. Got Meditite, Medicham, Electrike, Manectric. Electrike it is funny how you can remember what you call certain ones. Electrike, I was sat in my uni room when I was doing my masters in Oxford. I think I was just loading up Modern Warfare. I just clicked on an Electrike and it was shiny. It's good stuff, not that you care. We got a shiny Roselia, Sharpedo, Galvana, Whaleman, Whalelord, Spoink, Grumpig, Trapinch, Vibrava, Flygon with he looks a bit like Ninja, doesn't he? Oh, I forgot about Swablu. I actually think Swablu might be my favourite shiny. Just so good. Such a symbol, but it really is just like a beautiful shiny, isn't it? I've got Barboach but not Wishcash. I think maybe because the Wishcash shiny is terrible, I just refuse to evolve it. Apologies if you can hear my fan whirring on my laptop, it's going a little bit crazy for some reason. I think because I've been filming for a fair amount of time, I think my laptop's on its last legs, sadly. We got Duskull, Dusclops, Speel, Celio, Walrein, Luftisc, Bagon, Shelgon, Salamence, Beldum, Matang, Metagross. I got this on holiday in Greece. And then we have Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza. Really happy I've got these three because these three are from my favourite ever Pokemon game, Pokemon Emerald. And then a Deoxys. And then we got a few Sinnoh. Again, missed a bit Blub Day. Sad. Got the Starly line. We've got the Bidoof. Lovely Bidoof. We got Cranidos, Rampardos, Shieldon. I think I got the Shieldon quite recently in an event. I'd already had a Cranidos, but I think I did get another one in the, I think was it a research day. Drifloon, I love having this because it's my brother's favourite shiny Pokemon and he's never got it. Lol. Read it and weep. Read it and Chaos Bunnies, Bronzor and Bronzong. And then we've got a few here. That Riolu and Lucario, so clean. Really wish I had that. What's this guy? Oh, Krogunk. Nice. And then we got plenty more. And then I do have these three. Missing out on the Darkrai. Heatran's okay. I like the subtle colour to change to the eyes, but Palkia is a bit lame. Dialga's pretty cool though. Unova, we've only got 25. We've got the Lillipup line. We've just for whatever reason haven't evolved that. And then we've obviously missed the Walder, which has escaped my brain. That's embarrassing. Oh well. I'm sure I'll get over it. Someone's got a shiny Simisear. I didn't even know Simisage or whatever could be shiny. I haven't even been clicking on them. Oh, that's Simir. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You could not write this. I mean, I've already got it, but the sheer fact that there's a 1 in 450 chance and I've got that live on video, that's actually blown my mind a little bit. Well, there you go, guys. We've only gone and added another shiny to the... Well, we did already have it, but you know what I mean. I'd have preferred the Glameow because I don't actually have that, but there you go. What the Ivy is saying. Let's have a little look. Oh, it's not even bad. Not too bad. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh, I actually can't believe that. Well, let's finish the Pokédex, but there you go. A little bit of excitement. To the video. We've got Roggenrola up to Gigalith, Dimber up to Concord. We've got, who else we got? Minccino and Gingino. Carablast, who I'm yet to evolve, or have I evolved? Got Axew, of course. Was there a community day? I feel like there was a community day. There was definitely a Dino community day. And then Virizion and Tornadus. This era was sort of when I was playing the game sort of sporadically. And then we got Fletchling Line. Oh, and Sylveon. And I think that's it. Oh no, and of course we had Stuffle community day. But there we go. That is my Pokemon tour. I can't believe we've sort of ended that on catching a shiny live. If that doesn't get this video a like, then I'm not sure what will. But I think it's time we step away from Pokemon Go and let's move into the world of Pokemon cards. So we now move on to my Pokemon card collection. I'll now preface this with basically, I guess, the history of me collecting Pokemon cards. I've been collecting Pokemon cards since year 1 at school, so when I was like 6 or 7 or whatever. But unfortunately, a lot of the cards that I accumulated throughout primary school, I can no longer find. There is a binder somewhere which, to be honest, will probably have some pretty valuable cards in, but unfortunately I haven't been able to find it for the last year or two. I basically stopped really collecting Pokemon cards for a while, and I'd say I started getting back into it about 4 or 5 years ago, basically like a year before the boom that came with Logan Ball and everything. But really I've only been properly getting into it the last couple of years, where I've had a bit more disposable income to actually entertain the hobby, because it is a slightly expensive hobby. Well, you can pay as much as you want really, but I like buying booster boxes. It's as simple as that. So the majority of my collection are indeed from the Sword and Shield era, but as you'll see, I do have some vintage cards as well, but we'll get to them shortly. Essentially, I have 3 binders I'm going to show, and then I've got a box of my cards that I keep in top loaders, and we'll go through them at the end. do have more binders, and I do have some of my childhood cards. If you would like to see a childhood collection video, I'll have to take a look at them again and see if there are any actually worth showing. But yeah, and then I've got another binder with regular V cards, hollows and V maxes. There's not loads in there, so I just didn't really bother putting it in this video, but I reckon let's begin with binder number 1. So here is binder number 1, no prizes for guessing what this is. I got some stickers in the lunch tin, but as you can see, it doesn't really stay very well, so I keep this nifty binder in the sort of strap, just to help me identify what set it is whenever the stickers fall off. But let's crack this open. Celebrations was a super fun set to collect. So much nostalgia and just generally so much fun. Let's try and open this without making too much horrible noise. I tend to get the majority of my binders from Voltex. They're just really great in my opinion. So we begin with the main set. So for those of you that didn't know, this set was split into essentially 2 subsets, each of 25 cards. This main set was basically all new cards, and then the other set was remakes of throwbacks of cards, essentially. So I'm trying to make sure all of these are in shot here. I haven't got it framed the best, but my setup just isn't fantastic. But as you can see, we do have the full main set. We got the golden Mew down here. Let me see if I can get this out easily. Shuffle this up a little bit. Here we go. Look at that. A beautiful card. I actually didn't pull this out of a pack. I bidded for it on eBay, but really nice centering and condition on that. It was one of a few cards that I did need to complete the collection. So yeah, definitely my favourite card out of the main set. Just slot that back in. And then we will move on to I'm going to adjust my mic in a second actually. If we flip over, here we have the actual name of the set is escaping me. It's really annoying, but it's basically just like the throwback thingy. Please can you, I'll remember it after I finish filming this video, but if you could comment it down below. So obviously here we got the OG Stage 2, 3, Blastoise, Charizard and Venusaur. Again, the Charizard was one I had to splash a little bit of cash to procure. But yeah, again, in lovely condition. I'm not going to take them out of the sleeves just because, you know, I'm a bit precious like that. And of course we have Venusaur, Imposter Professor Oak, Dark Gyarados. I'm trying to think what my favourite card in this set is, to be honest. It's not one of the rarest ones. I'd have to say this D-Magma's Groudon, and the reason for that being that I remember having that original card. That was kind of the era where I was going and buying packs from Toys R Us and stuff. And yeah, I actually remember having that original card. It's probably worth a fair bit of money now. I think I might have traded it away. And then my second favourite has to be the Mew EX. I remember my best friend got this in a pack while I was around his house, and we just absolutely lost our minds. So it's really cool. I packed it a few times, I think. Really cool to see it back in packs. And then here is the final page of the 25. So we do have the celebrations. I did spend a fair bit of money, but the beauty of celebrations was you were almost always guaranteed something in the full cards in the packs. It just made opening the set so much fun. As you can tell from here, from my promos, we've got a Greninja Gold Star, Charizard. I think I've got all of the promo cards. Another Greninja down here. One thing I love is when there's promo cards in the EDBs. So they did that for this, they did this for Pokemon Go, but when it's Sword and Shield, like expansions, they don't tend to do it. I don't really know why. I think they should just do it always, in my opinion, anyways. And here we have some more promos. We got the Pikachu V Union, and then obviously I'm not just gonna throw away my duplicates. We keep them, so we got another Venusaur, Blastoise, quite a few Groudons, couple of Mews, plenty of Zapdos. I think in my first 10 packs that I opened, I got 3 Rocket Zapdos, and you know, getting it the first time you're like, oh amazing, second time you're like, oh fair enough, third time you're just sick of it, sick of seeing it. Now I've also got plenty of duplicates here of the main set, and then I need to sort these again really, and some more promo cards. I was only going to buy one lunchbox, but I think it was this card. Let me just have a look. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that, but at the top there's like a crease. And being a bit obsessive with the condition of my cards, I had to go and buy another one because that just wasn't on. That just was not on. And thankfully, the next Hydreigon I got was in much better condition. So that's my celebrations. What I'll also flick through is, so you're guaranteed like to get a minimum of 2 of the regular holos. So rather than throwing them all away, I thought I'd try and collect 9 of each. So we did it for the Ho-Oh. I think I did it for the majority of them. There we go, we done it for Reshiram and Kyogre. What else we got? Palkia, Zekrom. Only managed it, so that shows how, like, Mew was a bit more rare. Only managed to get 2 duplicate Mews. So yes, I probably won't carry on showing you the rest of these, but you get the picture. I didn't want them to go to waste, and now they're just gonna sit, making my binder nice and full. So that's it for celebrations. A lovely complete collection. Let's move on to binder number 2. Yet again, no prizes for guessing what set this is. Obviously this is the more recent Pokemon Go set. As you'd have seen in the earlier part of the video, I'm a huge Pokemon Go fan. Well, on and off. But finally getting a dedicated set for it, well, I simply had to open some packs. Now this is not complete yet. I'm still buying the occasional packs and in the process of hunting for those missing ones on eBay, of course. So let's take a look inside. Do some tapping. I feel like binders make really nice sounds. If I do another like proper collection video, I'll probably try and incorporate some more binder sounds. So here we go. So to begin with, we have a lovely complete first page. We got the Radiant Venusaur. I think Radiant Venusaur was I got that in the first ever pack of Pokemon Go that I opened, so I was very, very, very pleased with that. I am trying to make sure the binder's lined up as best I can, but you're going to have to bear with me, guys. I've never filmed one of these before. We do have the Radiant Charizard, so the Radiant Charizard and Venusaur were from the same EDB, which was, well, I'll tell you. So that was in one EDB. We'll get to, so I've opened 2 EDBs. Them and the second EDP I got was just totally ridiculous. So we got the Mewtwo V-Star there, another full double page, which is nice. I think on the last page I'm missing the Radiant Blastoise. And I just need that Melmetal VMAX. Dragonite V-Star, Dragonite V. I loved this Ditto idea, was really awesome. So if you peeled back a Numel or it was a Bidoof, it could be a Ditto. Okay, so now we're talking. We got a Melmetal V Full Art, a Dragonite V, which was a recent pickup on eBay. But then we have these three rainbows, which were all back pulled, and the Mewtwo was in the same EDB as the two Radiant cards. And then in my second, I got this Rainbow Dragonite V and the Gold Mewtwo V-Star. Let's take a closer look at this one actually, because I love this card so much. So nice. Again, really nice centering on it. Really nice, there you go. Really nice condition in my opinion. There are a lot of cards that one day I do want to send off to get graded. Maybe not so much Pokemon Go, but I still like having them in good condition. This is there's not as many cards in this set, more than Celebrations, but as you can see, we've got the two Mewtwo Vs. I was a bit disappointed as this one in particular was like massively off-centre, very right-heavy, as you can see, probably. We've got the Radiant EV, the three trainers, and the Alolan Executor V. So that, I mean, gives you an indication of the kind of boxes and packs that we've opened for this set. But definitely want to complete this and keep it in my collection for some time. That was a nice quick little tour. Let's move on to binder number 3, the third and final binder. Now, what's going to be in this binder? No booklet to give it away. This is again a set that I am still currently working on, but I have to say it's one of my favourite sets. I think this, along with Evolving Skies, are my favourite sets of the sort of Sword and Shield era. So it is. Oh, I don't want to knock over my makeshift tripod stand. It is Shining Fates. Shining Fates. Let's line that up. There we go. Is that? I don't. There we go. So with this set, I'm supposing most of you all know, but with this set, you've got the main. How many cards are there? There's 72. And then you have the Shiny Vault, which is all shiny variants of cards, and that's got like 140 or something in it. But in terms of the main 72, I believe we have it completed. I could be completely wrong. Got more Beko VMAX there, Crobat VMAX down here. Not bad. Keep on moving. Got the Beldor Rainbow, Ditto VMAX, Cramorant VMAX. And we move along. Alchemy V. So before I get into the regular Shiny Vault cards, you may be wondering, where are the full art trainers, where are the full arts, etc. You'll see them very shortly. As I mentioned, this is one of my favourite sets, and while there aren't too many high value cards in here, apart from the Charizard, I like to keep my sort of rarer Shining Fates cards in top loaders just to keep them nice, because not that one day they're going to sell for a lot of money, because that's not what my collection's for at this time. It's just because I love this set and I want to keep it nice. So moving on to the Shiny Vault, I believe I need about 50 Shiny Vault cards, but we've got a few decent ones. Let's have a little look. So we got Appleton, Scorbunny, Sobble looking very sad down there. Got quite a few on this page. Cramorant, Barracuda, sorry for that noise. Snom, Arctivish, Rotom, Bolton, Toxicity, and Pinzogen. I can't wait to have a full collection of these. Like, I just think it's gonna look so cool all together. I definitely prefer the shiny artwork to Hidden Fates. Definitely. Moving on. Quite a lot on this page. Just only need a few of the fighting types. Gargoyle, Colossal, Galarian, Runerigus, Gravelocked. I really like that Gravelocked actually. I'm not too sure what my favourite artwork is in the shiny vault. This Minccino is pretty cute up here actually. Rangaroo, Bunnelby, Corviknight, Galarian Stunfisk. And then Greedent, Rickety, and Wooloo, and that's, so there's 122, sorry, in there. So as you can see, there were plenty that I still do need, but I think looking at Shining Fate segues nicely onto looking into my box of some of my more favourite cards, so I'll get that out right now. So we're going to begin with a nice big stack of Shining Fates cards. As I mentioned, a lot of these don't have a lot of value, but I just love this set. I wanted to keep the better cards in good condition. So we begin with the Reshiram and Kyogre, Amazing Rares. I love the Amazing Rares design, I think they're just awesome. And then let's see if I can get all the trainers in one hand. I can, here we go. So let's work through these. I do have all of these. I think the only special card I'm missing is the Charizard. Obviously the one that costs like 100 quid to buy. We got Skylar, Ball Guy, Birdkeeper, Caralis, Gym Trainer, Biz, and Pokekid. Pokekid is probably my favourite. Oh, and Rose, of course. Can't forget about Rose. Okay, let's pick up another stack of Shining Fates cards. So we have Alchemy, VMAX, Rillaboom VMAX, Indeedee V, Centiskorch V, Centiskorch VMAX, Lapras VMAX, you guessed it. I love that Lapras VMAX card. I do have one particular favourite Shining Fates card. We have Toxtricity VMAX, Phalanx V, which is horrendously off centre. Like, look how small the top bit is compared to the bottom border. Terrible. And then we got a Grimmsnarl V, and what's behind it? Yes, of course, the Grimmsnarl VMAX. And then my final stack of Shining Fates, Ditto V. This is my favourite card in the set. I just love it. I do like the VMAX, but I like being able to see the whole outline of Ditto. I think it's really cool. Double V, Eternatus V, Eternatus VMAX, and then we've got a few promo cards. We got a couple of, I seem to be missing some promo cards. I have two of these, and then I have a Pikachu V as well. But on the sort of topic of promo cards, that segues nicely into the tiny stack that I've got that I want to show you. Here I have a Pikachu V promo card, and then a Jolteon V and VMAX card. These were part of a premium collection, and you can also get Flareon and Vaporeon. I really want to get both, but they are so hard to come by in the UK. I don't know if it's the same for my American viewers, but the artworks are just, see if I can get a close up on it. I mean, just like look at that. I actually prefer the V to the VMAX. You got a jumbo one of this in the box as well. But yeah, I really want to get all three of those evolutions, definitely. Now next up, I think we've got like an assortment of special cards from the Sword and Shield era. So we begin with a couple of trainer cards. We have Corinna's Focus and Kaboo. I just really liked these two. I thought, especially this Corinna's Focus. I think it's just a really cool card, to be honest. Then moving swiftly on, I'm going to pick up. What shall I pick up? Here we go. Perfect. We begin with a Heatran V full art, which I believe is from Astral Radiance. I think I'm right about that. We got an Arceus V-Star, just a regular one, but it's Arceus, one of the coolest Pokemon. It's just awesome. Then we have the Origin Form Palkia V-Star, and to trump that, we've got the Gold Secret Rare variant as well. I only got one booster box of Astral Radiance, and literally in my last two packs were these two, and they sort of saved the box to an extent. But yeah, I love this. I love this gold card. I think it's awesome. Really nice. Back to the Heatran. Apologies. My setup is so B-Tech, I'm like trying desperately not to hit my mic. Moving on to some trainer gallery cards, we got this beautiful Galarian Articuno. I just love this. Not a lot of monetary value, but just the artwork on that is just absolutely insane. The trainer galleries were like, the trainer gallery is literally the greatest thing they could have done for those last few Sword and Shield sets. Some of the artworks in there are incredible. We got a Pikachu full art. We got a Urshifu VMAX gold card. And we have not one but two, again very beautiful trainer gallery Urshifu VMAXs. Back to the Articuno. Is this the last stack of odds and sods? So, we begin with some Evolving Skies, which is my favourite Sword and Shield set, as I'm sure it is many of yours. A Trevenant VMAX, a Gyarados VMAX, a Crystal Cave. We have a Rayan Trainer, and then my favourite, Rainbow Umbreon VMAX, my favourite of the evolutions. I just think it's so cool. And yeah, this rainbow card is absolutely beautiful, but you will see shortly that I do have an Umbreon card that trumps this one. Now, surely before we get into my 5 favourite cards in my collection, which they're also sort of the most valuable ones, but they just so happen to be my favourites as well. Let's take a look at some of the vintage I've got now. Little story time with this. I actually bought a lot of these when I first started getting back into Pokemon cards about 5 years ago. So as I mentioned, that's before the sort of rejuvenation, the booming of Pokemon cards as a craze. So I actually managed to pick a lot of these cards up for literally like £3 or £4 on eBay, and a lot of them are in fantastic condition, and most of them sell for more than 10 times that now. We begin with this one, which isn't one of those cards I was talking about. We've got a Fossil Unlimited Muck Hollow, of course, but centering on this boy is pretty nice. Let's put you down there. Now let's move into these. So these are all unlimited base set cards. We've got a Poliwrath, lovely condition. We've got an Alakazam. I love this Alakazam. Just so much nostalgia with these cards, honestly. We've got a Ninetales, beautiful Ninetales. I'm a champ, obviously, with the first edition stamp, because there are they've all got that, nothing special about it. We've got a Magnodon, which I think is probably the holo which is in the worst condition out of these vintage Fleet Gyarados, a little bit left heavy in terms of the centering, but still in pretty good condition for a vintage card. We got a Mewtwo, which left to right centering looks pretty nice. Top to bottom a little off, but there's very, very few scratches, if any, on the holo foil. I think the card that's in best condition is the Alakazam. And then we have a Raichu, a lovely holo Raichu. And is that it? Oh no, and we end with a Hitmonchan. So I do have a binder full of the non-holo unlimited base set cards. I'm still looking to get the likes of Chansey, Clefairy to really try and complete this set. Obviously, that's going to include buying base set Charizard, Blastoise and Venusaur, so maybe if I come into some money or win the lottery or whatever, we'll go ahead and do that, because I don't think while I'm saving for a house, I'm going to be purchasing a base set Charizard anytime soon. Let's now move on to my 5 favourite cards in my collection. Now, spoiler, 4 of these are from Evolving Skies, but what can I say? It just has so many good alternate artworks in. And we'll begin with this one. We have a Sylveon V alternate art. I just love it. It's on like a shop shelf. I think this was, well, actually, I'll show you the other cards in my collection, and I'll then tell you the little story about them. But let's take a look at the first the only non-Evolving Skies card in my top 5. We have a Rainbow Charizard V-Star, of course from Brilliant Stars. Me and my friend, we bought a booster box each, and then I went round his house with a few tinnies. That's beers for Americans. I don't know if you have the phrase tinnies in America. And we literally just cracked through bags, and I bought the booster boxes, and I let him pick which one he wanted, and he picked the one which did not have the Charizard V-Star in it. So in another alternate universe, he's got this in his collection, but I literally got this in the 3rd pack, and then of course it was downhill from there. So my 3rd favourite card in my collection is this, the Glaceon VMAX alternate art. It's just an awesome card, isn't it? You've got the Pikachu floating in there, you've got the Marill, the Azumarill, there's an Eevee there. It's just a really, really cool. You see the Pikachu there? The other Pokemon down there, is that a Pancham? I think it might be a Pancham. I think this sells for like around $100, $110. Obviously no interest in selling it just yet. But yeah, Glaceon VMAX. Next one we have Leafeon VMAX, again from Evolving Skies, of course. I just prefer this artwork, just the cartoony like design of it. Who illustrated this? I can't see. Oyogonosuke. They're just very cool. Massive Leafeon helping work the fields, basically. And now my favourite card in my collection, which also is the most expensive. I have the Umbreon VMAX from Evolving Skies. This is like the ultimate chase card in the Evolving Skies set. It's in such good condition. The centering is awesome. Really awesome. I believe this card sells for around $400 to $450, which is just insane. It makes it like one of the, I think it puts it in the top 25 most expensive Pokemon cards currently ever, which is just obscene to me. But I got a Evolving Skies booster box, and I literally got these two in the same booster box. I genuinely could not believe it. You don't really get much better than that. And it had the Rainbow Umbreon card you saw earlier, but it's just an awesome artwork, isn't it? Wrapped around a castle reaching up to the moon. As far as alternate artworks go, you don't really get to show you in this video, but that is of course not the end. We do have a part 3 to this, where I'm going to open some packs, so let's move on to that now. So everybody, we now move on to the pack opening portion. I have here in my hand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 packs of Lost Origin, the latest Sword and Shield expansion. I've actually not opened any of these yet, and yes, by the way, I have organised them into picture order. I'm just OCD like that, not really, but you know what I mean. But I have resisted up until now buying these packs, simply because I'm saving up for a house. I do usually treat myself to a booster box when a new set comes out, but I've resisted until now. But this is for the sake of a lovely YouTube video, so I figured I'd treat myself and I would treat you guys to a new set. In terms of these cards, there are 3 cards I really want. Obviously the Giratina would be lovely because its value is the highest. I think it's like $250, but I'm not really in it for monetary returns. I want the cards that I like, and realistically those cards are the Aerodactyl alternate art. That's like my ultimate chase card. Like, I think the artwork on that is one of the best ever, personally. And then I'd also love the Pikachu VMAX Trainer Gallery card and the regular Charizard Trainer Gallery card. If I get one of those 3 in these packs, I will be so happy. But let's find out. I do have some Ultra Pro card sleeves, of course, just in case we do pull anything good. But let's see. I reckon we'll get into pack number 1. So I'm gonna start with this artwork for the packs, because I don't actually know what Pokemon this is, because I simply have not played the recent games. By the way, this is probably going to be one of the most B-Tech, I've just revealed it's a white code card. That's gone well, because my setup, here's a code card for anyone that wants it. There you go. My setup for these openings are not 5. I'm going to do 5 at the back, because even though it's a white code card, we still could get a good trainer gallery. So we have a Rhyperia as the rare, Water Energy, Arezu, a Porygon 2, Colress's Experiment, Seedot, Slugma, Dynamo, Litleo, and Mienfoo. And do we get a trainer gallery? We do not. A reverse hollow Malamar, so striking out on the first pack. So apologies if you can hear that ringing, let's move them out of the way. Any good packs we do open, I will leave the cards on display in the background. I hope the pack opening sounds are not too harsh. I'll show all the code cards at the end. I know, there you go. And I'm just not going to reveal it. I'm going to keep it a secret. So turn them round. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the back or to the front. And here we go. Carbink, Panic Mask, Abomasnow, Meditite, Squovet. I am filming this in the day, so apologies if you can hear much background noise. Gligar, Phantump, Sudowoodo, a reverse holo Clefairy, and a Hisuian Zorowalk V. Very nice, actually, very nice. So that is what is on the cover here, which I actually did not know. So there you go. We can say this card has served to educate us a little bit, but I'll go ahead and put that into a card sleeve. Right, here we go with pack number 3, moving on to the Hisuian Zoroark artwork cards. Let's see if we can expand on that luck. Oh well, white code card. I'm really, because of my terrible setup, I just can't seem to get this right, but we could still get a trainer gallery, so we'll begin with our rare. Our rare is a Politoed. Moving into a water energy. Rhydon. Komala. I've never seen that Pokemon before. That's really cool. Roserade. Bronzor. Electrike. Ghastly. Pinnacle. And finishing with, oh no, Murkrow. One more. Oh, a reverse holo Silcoon, so nothing in that pack there. So 3 packs open so far, 1 V card to show for our efforts. Not the greatest of starts in the world, but we are not even halfway through yet. Oh, okay. Here's the code card for anyone who plays the online game. I've never even attempted to play the online game, so happy to give them away for free. Right, Grass Energy, Luminion, Mirage Gate, Torkoal. I really like that artwork, that's cool. Bronzor, Phalanx, Poliwag, Oddish, Hisuian Growlithe, a reverse Makihita, and oh wow, that is really nice, a Kyurem VMAX. Oh, that is such a nice card. There haven't been many Kyurem cards in the previous Sword and Shield sets, if my memory serves me correct, so that is a really, really nice one to get. Amazing artwork for just a regular VMAX. Okay, that's awesome. The luck is starting to turn a little bit, at least. Okay, moving on to pack number 5. This is the final Hisuian Zoroark pack. I'm speaking like the artwork affects what's in them, but in my brain, like with Brilliant Stars, I'd always open the Charizard packs last. Let me know if you do the same thing. There's just something about it. Call it a superstition or whatever. Right, here is your code card, and spin it around. 1, 2, 3, 4 in there. So we have Psychic Energy, Silcoon, Machoke, Iskin or Iskin, Litwick, Rhyhorn, A-Bomb, Roselia, Goomy. Okay, I really would like a trainer gallery. We don't get one. Ambipom and nothing in that one, so we're really alternating between hits and no hits whatsoever. But we are only halfway through, so let's move on to the shiny card of war packs. We have 2 of these to open. Now, these were white code card, for goodness sake. These packs were bought loose, which I have found that's always a bit of a lottery. I think when you buy a booster box, you're sort of ensured to some extent better luck, whereas these packs could have been from all different booster boxes, and I just think that affects your odds massively of pulling something good. But again, that's probably just a superstition. So Pikachu, Jinx, is that a sign we're going to get a Pikachu trainer gallery? I would be so happy. It's not. It's a reverse holo Jinx. Lovely. Pack number 7. Pack number 7, number 7, number 7, number 7. Okay, black code card. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Let's flip that round. So we're guaranteed at least a holo, but I'm sure you guys, you know that already. Come on. I'd like at least one trainer gallery card. Mirage Gate, Torkoal again, Arazu, Clefairy, Lickitung. There's quite a lot of 3 throwback Pokemon in here, which I can appreciate because I don't really know many of the new ones. Shellos, Torkoal, and a Hollow Orbeetle. So the worst possible black code card pack we could have got, basically. We now move on to the Giratina packs, the final 3 packs of the video. Can Giratina bring us some much needed luck? Some seriously much needed luck, because these packs have not been the best. They have not been the best. Sorry for that bang. It is the code card. Lovely. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the back, to the front, whatever. Metal Energy, Porygon 2, Colress's Experiment, Silcoon, Growlithe, Ducklet, Rockruff, Seal, Zorua, Reverse Hollow Wormball, and a non-hollow Greedent. Oh dear, this is not going well at all. The penultimate pack. Realistically, what are the odds that we have saved the best 2 packs till last? I personally think not great, but we'll see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move them down there. Electric, Swanna, Gloom, Luminion, Electrike, Ghastly, Pinnacle, Murkrow, Wormball, Reverse Hollow Machoke, and a non-hollow Parasect. Oh no. So it's all going to come down to the last pack. Can this Giratina pack save us? Because this has been absolutely far from ideal. I'm going to try really hard not to see the colour of the code card, because that will just ruin my mood. I only want to be let down at the very last moment. So, here you go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Is this card a good card that we want? Let's find out. Darkness, Panic Mask, Upon a Snow, Rhydon, Oddish, Luvdisc, Phalanx, Poliwag, come on please save us, Gligar, Barbacle, and a hollow Snorlax. Oh dear, that Kyurem card is really nice, but all in all, that was not a great pack opening whatsoever. But as I always say, it's really about the thrill of opening the packs, although that is what people say when they get nothing. They don't tend to say that when they pull something good. They're just like, get in, it was well worth it. But I hope you did enjoy that regardless, and I hope you did enjoy this video. That was the final section of this video. Let me know if Pokemon openings are something you'd like to see dedicated videos for in the future. Maybe we can do some booster box openings and things like that. But for this evening, guys, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do leave a like if you're able to, and subscribe if you're new. But until the next video, everybody,